Hello everyone and welcome to the 15th episode of Kotie's Kingdom. Today we're looking at all of the new changes over at the kingdom. There's lights everywhere now. I don't have to deal with as many mobs anymore because I've added lanterns literally everywhere that I could. I've also started working on just adding a bit of bushes and such around the place, as well as some ivies on the walls, as you can see. This is more like an experiment because I haven't done it anywhere else but here. So I need to just figure out whether or not I like it. But the town is coming along pretty well. It is actually to the point where in order to get its full potential, we need to start terraforming soon. But in this episode, we're not actually going to do that. And that is because I don't have the time nor the materials to start doing it. And if you were quick there, you would have seen what we are actually doing in today's episode. Because I forgot to record the intro. Which means we're doing it now, so I can't look behind me. Yeah, we're gonna instead expand the kingdom over to the next area, where we're gonna start maybe laying out the full area of the sort of next village, the richer one. The what? What was that noise? Oh, okay, that is phantoms. They made a weird noise. Can we kill any of these? I didn't know they sounded like this when they spawned. That was so strange, and they're loud. Because I changed my sounds and now it's super loud. The reason why I don't want to sort of just finish up this area and add a lot more houses today is because we literally just spent all of last episode working on more stuff. So I kind of just wanted a break from it, and I thought what better way than just to start the expansion and sort of just get a better overview of the kingdom. So I think what I'm going to do for now, guys, is I'm going to go get a lot of dirt and just start terraforming some of the place, as well as well, yeah, just get the place ready from where we're going to be working. Sorry, where the where the next village will be. Wow, I cannot do intros today for some weird reason. I've spent quite some time just working on the terrain and terraforming it a bit, and as you can see, I've also started the path down low, and I kind of wanted to just take a little moment to sort of explain how this is going to work, because I might have some things that we need to take care of, such as this place here, because the way that this place is going to work is I don't want the other district to be right next to it, or the other village. So what we're going to do is kind of widen out this path a little bit, make it go a decent length this way, then we're going to have some kind of drawbridge or something to sort of just separate this place from the next place. And that's sort of when the next, like, richer path or something start. The path might be somewhat the same, but the walls around it will definitely change. They'll be a little nicer, and it'll keep leading up this way. As said, this might be lowered down a bit. And then once we've gone a bit this way, then we are turning straight right. That way we have room to expand this way and that way. But yeah, we're turning straight right, going a decent amount this way, and then this is where the next part starts. So you can see these will sort of be somewhat far away from each other, and then this is sort of the area where we can have the next part. I am changing up where I want the castle to be and such. I talked about it being over here, but I think I kind of want it like in the middle, sort of between these, so that it's sort of a part of this village here. It might actually be more this way, by the way. This we might have to deal with because we are working with custom terrain and we are going to make this a huge place. But yeah, so we are definitely going to build a castle so that he can look down upon all these guys. But I don't think that's something we're going to deal with before the custom terrain has been worked on. So I really have to get started with that soon, because that is going to be a really, really big project. But obviously, before we do that, we're going to finish up the houses, work a bit more on the terrain around here. I know that they're both terrains, but I need to figure out, for instance, if we head on over here, I need to figure out sort of how far I want to go out, for instance, from here before the terrain starts going up and all that. And this needs to be sorted and so on. But I really, really like this area over here, and I think it's just because we've got all the height changes and such. I've also gone ahead and up this a bit. We are dealing with these kind of problems, but I think that's going to be fine. It is going to be a struggle figuring out all the terrain because this is a massive project, and I am in survival, so it will take a long time. Obviously, I'm in survival because this is a survival single player series. But I think the 10,000 hours or whatever we'll spend on this project will definitely be worth it. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to keep extending this path this way. And then at some point, mark out where we want the drawbridge kind of thing to be. Then continue. It might actually go all the way down here. Then do the sharp turn. And then this is where the next area will start. I'm trying to figure out if I want it to be like on the same level. Oh, clouds. Or like higher up. So, I don't really know. This is definitely a big project. It's going to take a while. So far, I've spent a few hours maybe just like collecting all the dirt and just fixing up the terrain. And now it looks like this place up here needs a lot of fixing too. We're going to lower down a lot of this because it will all be replaced by my own terrain. And seriously, I know I keep talking about it, but I can't wait to start that because it's going to make this so different. You won't be able to recognize the place after. But yeah, as said, I'm going to keep the path going, and then hopefully the plan is to lay out some of the big houses today. We'll figure that out, but yeah, I'll see you guys in just a bit. This project is taking way longer than expected. I've had to make major adjustments to the terrain over here as I'm taking it down, because I don't think it would look too great having the main path to the village sort of go up and down all the time. So this is what I've been working on. We've added a few more frames for houses, about 3 of them, which are going to stay there. And then this is sort of the main path. So it's a little bit bigger because I imagined that they would be bringing carts in with supplies and so on. And then this is sort of where I've stopped for now. It still needs to lead a little bit this way. And then we're doing the turn over here, but it is actually taking a very long time. I'm going to go ahead and stop myself there because this is once again one of those times where I just keep going on about random stuff. So I think instead we're going to cut over to something else. It has been a whole day since the last clip. I got a little carried away with what I've been doing. And as you can see, we have now got this gate looking thing. I noticed I kept calling it a drawbridge. It's just going to be a gate. I do not want anything to like... I wouldn't want this gate to be able to open and close. So we're just going for a regular gate. But then once we come on through, you can see this. I've done so much work to the terrain. It is just the base or the canvas, as I call it. It is literally just there as of now for me to be able to add more to it. So this is not the final terrain. But yeah, we're coming in here and the place just kind of leads upwards a bit. And that's because I want to be able to split the whole kingdom into sections from here. So this is like the intersection area, I guess. This leads to our village. And then this place is going to lead to the entrance of the kingdom. So this is where you would come in. You'd be able to go left or straight or maybe right once we figure out what to do over there. But yeah, if you turn left, this is sort of where I've mainly been working. As you can see, all my resources over here with stone brick. I've got quite a lot of it now. And it just kind of leads down here to where I had to stop because I am actually out of dirt. And as you can see, my shovels aren't doing the best. We've got one here that I put mending on, which I haven't used yet. Only has some breaking 2. I didn't actually notice that. But yeah, so I've been working on flattening out the whole area. We don't talk about this. I seriously don't want to fill it in. And I did not have enough torches. I'm going to work on that later. But yeah, if we fly on up here, you can see that the place is super flat, kind of. I've been filling all of this in here, like... Basically from here all the way over is all custom placed. It has took quite some time so far. So far I've spent about 8 hours on this whole thing. It is still work in progress, so I think we might have to wait with the custom terrain until we do have some better tools, some more shulker boxes, and some more dirt, because we need it. We definitely need it. And I might even bring the beacon over so that I can start insta-mining this whole thing down here. I kind of don't want to keep it because, as said, we're going to be covering it with our own terrain. And this doesn't really look the best either. I know that it looks weird to sort of build like a giant flatland, but as said, once we get into the terrain part, that's going to be so much different. And I know that I kept hinting about wanting to do it soon, but we might have to wait. I'm not sure. We're only on episode 15, and we do need a lot of materials and resources. Whoa. Oh, that was cool. Whoa. What? How did I get hit backwards then? I think for now though, guys, I am sort of running out of time for this episode. I'm not going to end it, obviously, because we've literally just started. But I wanted to try and do some building with you guys and work on a cart that I've been talking about. sort of like a merchant slash guy, I don't know, guy who's bringing his resources in. And we're going to build it right here, maybe. It's going to take up a little bit of space on the path, but I think it's actually going to add a lot. So the way I want to build this is like a normal sort of old medieval standard card. You might have seen a lot of these designs elsewhere, and I'm not really sure how to start with this, to be honest. I think we're gonna go ahead and give it like like make it this wide. It might be too much. I don't know. It's gonna look pretty decent. I simply can't place the stair the way I want it. I want it like that. There you go. So this is sort of gonna be like the back wheels of it, and it is just not my day with this. Yeah, so this is sort of gonna be the size of it. It's gonna take up a bit of space, but I think it's also gonna add a lot of detailing. But the actual place, I think we're going to make it about 6 wide, and then an extra for the wall that's going to be there. You know, guys, I'm noticing that the way I've kind of built this is sort of backwards to what I'm supposed to. Because when I built this, it was facing this way, and now I need to sort of build it from the opposite way, as if it's moving that way. Because that's sort of the whole idea behind it. So we need to move these wheels over here, because we don't want him... like, the smaller wheels are usually in the front of these things because it needs to be supported on the back, obviously. So I'm gonna try and do this a bit on camera. As you guys know, I'm horrible with building on camera. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to try and just do my best. I'm gonna make the bigger wheel in the back, as I said. It's gonna be looking a little strange in a way. I haven't really, as I said, done these before, so I had to like figure out what they looked like and try and see how other people have built them. And of course, a lot of these look really similar, because how different can you do... Oh, my game sort of... Oh, it didn't freeze. It was like stuck. That was weird. How different can you do these sort of wagon things? So this is gonna be the back wheel. It's not fully done yet. We're gonna place some blocks here. And then we're just going to run a spruce line down like so, with some strip logs. And at the end of that, we're going to put a trapdoor. As you can see, I think that looks pretty good. I think in the next episode, we're going to have to tackle an issue that I have. And that is that we have lots of mending books, but the skeleton grinder that I have broke at some point because of the storage room interfering with it. So we're going to work on some sort of XP farm in the next episode, maybe. I think I have a way I want to do this. But yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add a layer of blocks here. We're not really going to use them. They're just there temporarily. As we find... Where are they? There. Spruce trapdoors. They are going to just go along this place. And the reason why I'm placing these underneath to place them is so that they all have, like... the same, or they're all facing the same way, because if we went ahead and sort of just placed them like that, you could see they would face differently. They would face a different way, and I sort of don't want that. It's kind of a big wagon in the sense that they have a little more space than others may do. They are sort of like the smart guys in town, if that makes sense, because most people are gonna have to go to the new district we're gonna do, or the new village, just to do their shopping, because this doesn't have a market. And I know people have been asking for it, but I think we're actually not gonna end up making a market there, just because I like the idea of these guys having to travel to the rich area of the kingdom just to get to the market and buy their fresh groceries and all that stuff. But I was thinking that these guys out here, they're ahead of their time, and they have set up this general sort of store, general stores slash selling fresh products every day type of thing that they got from the place, and they're traveling over here. And obviously they're not going to make as much money as the guys over there, but they're still going to make a fair bit because no one else is doing this. So the next thing I'm doing is just building sort of the foundation for this, as I'm calling it. This is sort of what's going to be holding up the roof and such. I'm also quickly going to go ahead and make 4 buttons, because I kind of like a little bit of decoration on it. And can I get through here? I can. That is great. For the roof, I've actually got some brown wool that I wanted to try and see if it would look good. And the way I'm going to do it is we're going to go just 2 blocks up like this. And I'm going to build 3 blocks in, and then 1, and then 1, 2, Ah, what did I mess up on? I know there's a big mistake here somewhere. Ah, okay, so this is actually meant to start here, that's why. That's how I could fit it beforehand. So I'm going to take this down here, and then we just need to sort of move everything back by one, and now we can fit all of it, which is awesome. So obviously I'm going to copy it over to the other side. Usually these would be accessible from both sides, but I mean, there's no space on the path anyway, so does it that really matter? This is sort of going to be the center of the roof. It's not going to be much bigger than this, because we simply aren't working with a big structure. And then we're going to make the wall go over, like so. Then the roof is going to go out by one block here, and then it's sort of just going to be slabs that goes across. And I don't think I have enough. Oh, I do. I brought a lot more. So yeah, it's just going to go across like this and go out by one. I just noticed that I did it a little wrong. I kind of don't want this here. We sort of want this to go up and that to go out. Otherwise, it's just a straight line, isn't it? And that's because I wanted to place slabs here. And I was sort of using this block here to look at the line that goes across. This one right here. See how tall I wanted it to be. And I think, is that pretty much it? It doesn't really look too great from this angle. Oh, that looks funny. But yeah, from this angle, I think it's looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get rid of the scaffolding so we can get a better view of it. Obviously, the door is missing and so on. But this is sort of the feeling that you get from it. It's not fully done, so let's keep working on it. I want to go ahead and see if we can add some more of these trapdoors here. Another thing that I've noticed recently when I've been playing on my world, and you might be noticing it, and that is that food is such an issue. I'm down to eating mutton now. And I do have a cow farm. I just don't really use it. It's probably really bad that I don't. Let's see, how are we doing this here? Okay, so these go on that side. But yeah, I think we're going to have to work on some food at some point because I literally am just running out. Apologies for that. My phone likes to interrupt me whenever I am doing things. Let's see. Can I make some more trapdoors? I can. Awesome. I sort of hoped that we would get some kind of woodcutter block as well, like the stone cutter, just because it is so much nicer than having to craft things. And then I was also hoping we could get more trapdoors out of it, because trapdoors is a thing that looks really, really good. You've seen I've used it over in the cave as well for some of the flooring. It looks so good, but it is just the most annoying thing ever to craft, because we use 6 planks to get 2 of them. And that is not a lot when you like using them for detailing and so on. But yeah, we're going to go up and place the door. I'm going to place another one here, just to sort of block it off a little bit. And then the inside is sort of what makes the whole place look good, isn't it? With some chests, and we're going to go ahead and add like a... Oh, we need like a furnace somewhere. We can put that here. I did prepare a little bit, as you guys can see. And then we're going to bring some carpet in. Just, I don't know. Sometimes when you spam things, it looks so much nicer. We're going to need some barrels, maybe, instead of chests. I do like the idea of having a double chest, though. We can... oh, we need a crafting bench. We can go ahead and replace this with, like, a barrel. It needs to be a little more cluttered, if you ask me. Fast forward a little bit, and this is the final design of the place. I kept playing around with the inside, and as you can see, I think it looks pretty nice. I added some lanterns so that it looks great at nighttime, and that's also why I waited for it to be night in order to show it off, just so you can sort of just see what kind of light it gives to the place. There's something I love about this game, and that is trying to light up things like the way they would be, I guess, in a scenario. So right now we don't have lights anywhere on the path because it doesn't make sense. I don't have street lights placed down yet, so why would I place down torches randomly? I know you stop mobs from spawning and so on, but I think this is mainly focused about the build. And I think having the light come off of the cart just really adds a lot. Like if we go ahead and fly up, then you can see, yeah, see, that adds so much. This is actually all I have got time for today's video. It's actually meant to be live in about an hour. Usually it's meant to be live now. And I know it seems like we haven't done too much. I spent way too long on this part over here. And I think it is also nice that we just have the next area sort of almost ready to start working on. And I think maybe in the last episode I said we're going to work on XP. And then we're going to come back to this place and either finish off all of these houses or just at least do the majority of them. Because I definitely really want to add a lot. Maybe not all of them. I just saw how many there are. And as you can see, there is not... Yeah, there's quite a lot. And if you guys didn't remember, or if you didn't watch the last episode, I did mention that I will not be available to record for quite some time because of moving and so on. So I doubt we would be able to take on the project of finishing all these houses. I'll do my very best, but next episode will be dedicated for the XP. As said, that is all I've got time for. If you did enjoy this episode, sort of a different style of episode where we did some building on camera. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to leave a like. Tell me if you want to see more of building on camera, because it is certainly not something that I'm used to. But if you enjoy, then yeah, let me know. But other than that, if you want to stay updated for the next episode and you haven't already subscribed, then make sure to do so. This has been Kotie's Kingdom, working on the kingdom, and episode 15. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we're building an Enderman farm. That's right. Take care, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.